Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be going over the monthly final games versus IX Gaming. This match was intense, so let's hop straight into it. All right, hopping into the first game on Double Swoosh. Now, the bans for them were Crow and Stu, and we banned Gene and Bell. Just honestly, just wanted to get rid of those brawlers out of the mix. But here we go. We are rocking the Max M's Tara comp, which is very solid, and it is designed to deal with stuff like Poco and Rosa. However, they did a very good job of getting Rosa into our grass early, and it becomes really hard to actually get Rosa out of here with Chepo just healing the Rosa a ton. And you see that Rosa is just not going to die very easily. Now, I'm pushed up on this right side. Unfortunately, I get dashed on, and I'm going to go down there. There was no way for me to survive. And again, we're still trying to get this Rosa out of there. Rosa now has Super, which is going to make things a little bit harder. So we're down 5 gems with Rosa, Super, Max Speed. Things are not looking great at the moment. But we still, once we get our supers, we have what it takes to get back into this game. Now, we're going to be supering the Rosa there, trying to get Rosa out of this grass. And you can see that we're doing damage, but Rosa is just going to get a heal, which was super unfortunate at the time. But again, we got 2 supers on the Rosa, and Rosa is yet to die. But Tyrant goes in and gets the Poco with the speed. So huge heads-up play by Tyrant and Zuan to, coordinate the speed in the Tara pull. Grabbing all the gems and getting out of here, and then he goes for another one. He doesn't even wait, and he gets 2 more, gets 2 of them and grabs 9 gems and gets out. Guys, this game was looking like it was a loss, that we could not kill Crying Man in this top left corner. And Tyre just, said, you know what, guys, we don't care about the Rosa. Let's just go get the Poco. Let's go get the gems. And that's going to be the first game. They can't really come back here, and we're going to win the first game, even though they had the advantage the entire game. So anyway, let's hop in the next one. All right, hopping into the next game, we decided to stay the same comp, even though we were struggling a little bit. We figured we could, make it work. We thought maybe a switch on the lanes would work a little bit better. That way Ems can, kind of corner peek this shot, this wall a little bit. But unfortunately, Zulan can't help me pinch because Second just punishes him as soon as he goes for it. And either way, now we are still trying to charge our super, get this Rosa out of our lane, and it is the most difficult thing. Let me tell you guys, it was really difficult to get this Rosa out, and we cannot hit the Rosa. So either way, right now we are just chilling, we're relaxing. We are down 5 gems to 0, but again, once our comp gets our supers, we become really hard to deal with. That is the whole point of our comp, is once we have M super, once we have Tara super, our comp becomes really good. And we finally get Rosa out, but they have about 7 gems. They'll probably pick this one up and get 7. And we do get our super here. He has to dash out. They do have Sandy super now, which is another problem to deal with. But Tyrant is going to get a pull onto the Rosa, and we are now have some control. This is the whole point of the comp, is to get control with our supers, get stuff working. We do kill Chepo there. We grab 1 more gem, and we're starting to claw our way back in this game. We are now 4-6. We are going to get, unfortunately, Tyrant is going to miss that pull, which is really costly. He tried his best, but they had speed, so it was a little bit hard. And we're trying to stay alive here in this top right. We get some nice damage, but unfortunately, Chepo is just going to get this sleep off, and he catches us off guard. I thought he was going to die. We do get the kill, but again, we have to back up because of the sandstorm is doing damage to us. And now Rosa gets back in this top left area, which is super hard to deal with. You can't really grab gems mid because Rosa can always just come out. And as well, you can't push up the left, so we're stuck in a really hard spot here, and they only need 1 more gem left. So we forced a super out there, but again, they just kind of put pressure on us. We weren't able to grab that gem. I guess we probably could have, but it was a little bit difficult because they were ready to do damage in the mid. But either way, we have to get a kill here, so we are looking to kill Chepo here. Now Chepo does a smart idea. He just goes straight for us, gets the kill. If we stayed up here, we may have been able to, get out of here somehow. I'm not sure, but this looks difficult for Zuan. Zuan is trying his best, and there's no way for Zuan to get out. At this point, with 19 gems in their pocket, we have to push up. We have to get a kill, and it's not looking like we're going to be able to do so with Rosa behind us. So, 7 seconds left. We're going to lose this game. There's no coming back in it. And again, the Rosa was a very hard for us to deal with, so let's hop into the third game. All right, hopping into the third game. Now, we decided to finally just go Rosa ourselves because, well, it was extremely hard to deal with. And now, guess what? It's going to be hard for them to deal with it as well. Tyrant is doing a great job just, sitting in this spot where Crying Man was. And we're pushed up this left side, trying to charge our super as fast as possible. We get a couple nice shots, but again, we have to be careful of Crying Man. Crying Man is going to come and destroy our grass, which makes it a little bit harder for us. Excuse me. And again, we are now have control. So it's really nice to have this Rosa there because they can't push up the right side and they're always feel threatened by this Rosa. And they are trying to switch over. You can see Cryman came over as well to try to kill the Rosa. And Tyrant's just doing a great job of staying alive. They dodged the fire, which is nice. I'm low on this left side. I do have to heal. Tyrant is just going in. He does get that kill and survives, which is nice. And again, we're looking pretty good here. Me and Zulon are trying to pinch them on this top left. We have 8 gems left. Tyrant gets another kill. And fortunately, he's going to go down here with 9 gems, though. 9-0. Things are looking really good, but IX does a great job of pushing us out of the mid. Now, I probably could have grabbed that, but it is very risky, especially with Sandy's super coming in. Now I'm forced back to heal because I only have 2,000 HP. I get 2 tapped by Sandy. And I get tapped even on the way out, so now I can't even heal again, and I'm trying to heal as fast as possible, but unfortunately they keep tagging me, and now I just decided, you know what, it doesn't even matter. They are not going to let me heal, so I just have to try to do something. And you know what, even if I die, Zulon just picks up that gem. Now I can actually do something. Now Tyrant, this is a huge play on Tyrant on that right side. Gets a kill onto Crying Man with only 1,000 HP, and it relieves so much pressure. Me and Zulon are now able to push towards the mid. I still have my super. I'm unable to get any sort of value out of it. But again, now we have some presence in the mid, which is important because all we need is one more gem. Now I'm just going to go up, basically die, but it allows Zulon to grab these gems. There's nothing they can do. If they wanted to, you know, contest it, they probably would have took too much damage from me. And Zulon with 11 gems now, they have to kill Zulon to reset the countdown. And with only Crying Man and Chepo up, and Chepo just going down, there's no way they can really get this. So we're going to win the first set of gem grab, which is a pretty back and forth set, to be honest. But anyway, all right, guys, hopping into it. Now, this is technically the second game of Brawl Ball. We ended up tying the first game. It was pretty close overall, but no one could really do anything, even in overtime. Both teams played it very safe. But either way, this game we are running B-Tick M's, and they're going to be running Poco Mort, which is kind of hard to deal with. But you know what? We played it pretty well. And here is a very smart play. We kept the Mortis behind us. We thought we could score because we got one killed. And we didn't want Mortis to heal up. So Zulon even gets a nice shot onto Mort. I go in, bounce Chepo out of the way. And we get a goal really early, which is super important because against this comp, it is really hard to hold forever. Because once Mortis, you know, starts chaining his bats, it becomes pretty difficult to handle. But either way, I'm going to be saving my super every single time Mortis looks like he's going to go onto Tyrant. So there we go. I dropped the super. Unfortunately, it doesn't even matter. But again, that is the whole idea behind it. And again, Tyrant is going to be pushing up this right side. He has super. So that's why I gave him the ball there. And now Mortis, again, is going to try to get onto Tyrant. Tyrant's going to do his best job of staying alive here, which I'm actually surprised. I think he does stay alive. Yeah, they almost get him down, but again, he stays alive. We're just charging our super, which we do have now, and we're going to drop it on this Mortis every single chance we get because he has no way of dealing with it. You see his teammates come over to help, and even then, he still gets hit by it. So, you know, it's really important there. And again, now Ems has super, and we are going to get Chepo down. Again, every single time we get a kill, we push up the map, which is super important. Tyrant, again, kind of getting pinched, but survives a little bit longer. And we are in a pretty good spot. Even though Mortis is kind of just in the middle of us, we're doing all right. And here, I grabbed the ball. Chepo just kind of left the ball there, and I saw the opening to grab the ball. And we scored the second goal. So we get the first win in Brawl Ball. All right, hopping into the next game of Brawl Ball. Now, they're going to switch things up. They're going to be going Barley mid, Tara right side, and Max on the left side. Now, we stuck with the same thing because it worked out for us the first time. And yeah, so far, not too bad. Again, Tick will win the mid at first unless Barley uses Gadget. And that way, Barley can just kind of push up and kind of ignore your Tick mines, to be honest. But either way, right now, so far, so good. And nothing crazy going on. This game is going to be pretty slow until someone gets a kill. And nice kill by Zulon on the left side. And you see, as soon as we get the kill, we start pushing up. Unfortunately, the Tara minion is going to tank my Tick head. Which is kind of annoying, but it, you know, it is what it is either way. And now Chepo's going to go really low. They have to pop a gadget. This might be their third gadget already, so that's good on our end. But second is going to do a great job of getting that kill over here. And now he's really hard for me to deal with because, well, he's just so fast. Tyrant gets a nice kill and gets a lot of damage onto Crying Man, forcing them back. So huge defense by Tyrant to kind of save it there. And again, we are still, you know, struggling here. Zulon has a hard matchup versus Barley. So we wanted to try to get the Barley off of Zulon as much as possible. And that's why we're going to be going on to the Barley. Now, again, so far, I just used the gadget there just to, you know, stay a little bit healthy. But either way, Tyrant's going to get a nice kill on this right side. So every time we get a kill, we want to push up the map as much as possible. Now, second is slowed in the mid. and we're gonna try to hit him as much as possible. But again, Tick is, you know, just the annoying brawler. I don't have that much kill pressure until I get my head, or if I go really aggressive with my gadget. But either way, Chepo is pushing up, and nice shot by Zulon to take him out there. But again, it's super hard for me to deal with. And right here, you see that actually destroys the walls. My Tick head destroys the walls, which does not help us in any scenario whatsoever. So again, we're just trying to take Crying Man out of here. He's being really annoying. We finally get him out, but again, they still have kind of control of the map, which is, you know, what they want. They have the Barley up, and we're trying to force the Barley back, but unfortunately, we can't really force the Barley back too far. And here again, Tara has super, which is so threatening for our whole team. And we're just, you know, slowly trying to do something again. And these games are pretty slow. Everyone doesn't want to make a mistake. Everyone's taking their time. And you see we're missing a ton of tick mines on this right side. Just lets Chepo walk in. So, you know, we should not be missing that many shots, especially tick shots. But either way, things are okay right now. I think Zulon actually lagged there for a second and kind of went down. But, you know, stuff happens. Tyron, you know, clutches up this defense really hard. Gets a 3-man super, getting 2 kills, you know, locks it down. And now overtime, our comp is pretty good. Now we just need the B to start, you know, popping off, because B is so good in overtime. And guys, you can see here, he had speed, which was super hard to hit. But now even when he doesn't have speed, I'm still missing so many tick mines on this left side. Chepo is just walking straight forward and getting so much value. And now with the Barley super, there's no way for us to defend. And they score. And honestly, guys, that is mostly my fault. I really just missed so many shots. But either way, we lose the next game, so let's hop in the next one. All right, so we decided to switch it up a little bit. The max seemed very, very strong. So we decided to just switch max for B. And I think it was a smart decision, to be honest. We kept the M's instead of the Tara, because M's overall is pretty good. And Tara is good as well. So either option is very good. Now, second is just being really annoying, coming into the mid, making it hard for me to deal with. And again, he has speed, so now we are kind of threatened, because second always has the option to just, you know, go in and score. Now, unfortunately, our tick head destroys the walls, so, you know, something to keep in mind, I guess, next time around, I should not be doing that, dropping it right in front of the walls and gets destroyed, because we just opened up the walls for them to score, which is not good. And now Crying Man is behind us, which is also really chaotic. Everything is going crazy right now, to be honest. No one has crazy control. Everybody's a little bit low. And well, actually they have good control right now. So we drop our tick head, but it doesn't really do anything. And we are just trying to push out of the map. Right now they have full control of mid, and we are kind of getting pinched by, or Tyron is getting pinched by this tick, and things are going crazy. We're trying to pop gadgets. We're trying to stay alive here, but again, there is no way for us to defend that. They played that pretty well, and they're going to get that goal right off the bat. So we are down right now, and we need a goal to come back in this game. And it is very hard to score on this map, actually. You need some sort of control. You need some sort of kill, opening kill, to get the control. And either way, Zuan is just going to go in, which is what second did first time around. And I really love to see it, honestly. And yeah, so right now, everything's going crazy again. Second and Zulan are both extremely low. I'm just trying to hold the tick back. And here I'm trying to threaten for a goal. But Tara has pull. Tick has head. There's no way for me to actually get in there and score. Tyron is behind them. Zulan is going in now. We're just desperately going for it. My tick head destroys the alien. Zuan is going for it. We knew that that was probably our best time to score, and we did not score. So it's going to be really difficult now. Zuan is super low on this right side, and we have to fall back. We are extremely low as well, and we lose all of our control because we kind of rushed it. But you know what? I honestly still think it was the right decision. I thought we could have been able to score there, but again, we didn't quite make it work, and they punished us for it. So either way, Crying Man has pull, and that is so hard to deal with. Crying Man doesn't waste the time, and he gets the kill onto Tyrant with the ball in the corner. There's no way we score this, so they're gonna win this set. All right, hopping into the first game of the third set, which is gonna be on some assembly acquire. Now we're gonna go double tank Carl, basically triple tank, and the reason for Carl is just to grab the first bolt. It's really good, and as well, Carl's just, you know, a well-rounded brawler right now, especially in this map. So either way, Tyrant is going to go down, and they have Spike double thrower. Now, they could do a ton of damage on offense, as well as they have really good defense with Spike. So basically, we just have to try to hold control, try to get all three bots to win this game. Otherwise, if they get the last one, they're probably going to win. Even if they get one push, they might be able to win because they're going to do a ton of damage, as well as their defense is crazy. You see right here, Crying Man is just going to be able to burst that bot down, and there's nothing really we can do again. So either way, right now we have the control mid. Second is going to block off that wall, and Chepo is going to super mid. So we got to back up here a little bit, and we are collecting the bolts. We're trying to not let them get any. Now Chepo is even going to use a slow, which is really ends up being really good versus our comp. Unfortunately, Zuan cannot even push in to grab there. So now we are again trying to, threaten these throwers. We have our gadgets ready to flying hook on top of them, but they play super safe, which is really smart by them. And we are struggling to get all the bolts. Now they're going to leak a couple. They're going to get a couple bolts. And that's all they really need. They know that they only need a couple. Now second is going to grab one more. So I think it's going to be 6-2 or 6-3 going into the next one. 6-2, excuse me. So, we can still hold for sure here. And we know we can't really do any damage because, well, the bot is gone. Crying Man destroys the bot once again, and that is the whole point about Spike. Now, we do need to hold control. We need to get some kills. So I thought about going in. Now, I get interrupted by second as well as blocked off. I couldn't even kill the Barley, which was a very important wall. And again, I get my super, but Tyrant disappears from Crying Man. Zuan is the last man alive, and there's no way for him to grab these bolts. So they're going to get the last bot, and with double thrower, there's like zero possibility that we defend. Honestly, I've never seen it, so, if someone can do it, I'd be pretty impressed. But either way, Tyrant is just going in to dive, try to get a little bit of damage, and, just last ditch efforts to try to, save this game. But it's already too late. They're going to win this game, so let's hop in the next one. All right, so hopping into the second game on Siege. Now, we stuck with the same comp because, honestly, I felt like we could have won that game. I think we just, kind of made a couple little too many mistakes, let them get a little bit too many bolts, and they just won with the last push. So we felt like we could win this game. And either way, they switched out Spike for BB, which is much better for us. That means their defense is much worse, as well as Spike is, harder for us to deal with. We would rather have a BB on their team. And either way, they do a pretty decent job at the start. We are going to be able to grab this bolt, and it's going to be 2-1 for them going into the next one. But again, once we get the first bot, we are going to be able to hold control, especially with these tanks. And we are still threatening to do some damage. But again, we're just going to back up. We're going to let them defend, and we feel pretty comfortable about holding here. So either way, again, right now, all we're doing is just holding, threatening. We always can threaten the throwers. You see Tyrant rolls in, but a nice wall by second stops him there. And again, we always have our flying hooks. So the throwers have to be very careful, which they are. They play very safe. And look at that Sprout wall, guys. I'm a Sprout main, and I didn't even know that could happen. Second blocked off so much, brought BB basically into their Ike. Either way, now we're going to super over to grab that bolt because we need every single bolt we can to try to win this last one. And Zuan is going to unfortunately die there. And I don't think we could have grabbed that. I think we would have just died. But Crying Man dies just too early, which is super important. That one bolt is going to matter so much. We grab that. We tie it 4-4 going into this last one. So again, we should be able to hold here 4-4. Things are looking pretty solid, but it is a little bit scary. Now, again, we want to try to flying hook these throwers, but it's a little bit difficult. Now, Tyrant is going to go on to the BB. I believe he's going to get that kill, but unfortunately, he rolls into the Ike, and he does go down. And again, we are kind of in a hard spot here. We're trying to, threaten Chepo, and we are just grabbing bolts, but the time is running down. We need to get Crying Man here. If they grab this bolt, it's game over for sure. We get that bolt, but second grabs this bolt in the mid. And I think they thought they were going to win this game, but unfortunately, we end up tying. Now, it's still very close in score, so 6% difference. We know that we need to get onto their safe. Now, they get the BB bubble, so they get the lead. We have 1% to get. And guys, we have a flying hook. So you'll see on this top right, we're going to go flying hook in. All we need is one shot, which we get. And now the Barley has to go on offense, but with only 2 seconds left and Tyrant getting on their save, there is no way for them to come back. And that was a close game, guys. So we win barely in the second one. So let's hop in the third one. All right, hopping into the third game on some assembly acquire. Now, again, we are going to be going with a hybrid comp this time around. We went with the Barley, and they're going to be going Mortis. So they're going to get this first bolt. Nothing really we can do about it. And we're just trying to cause a lot of pressure here. We get a lot of damage onto Chepo. But again, you see Mortis, and Mortis is just being super annoying. And he actually gets the kill on us because he has that, gadget that does damage. I don't even know what it's called, but I was not expecting that, to be honest. And it worked out really well for him. So either way, we tie the first one, which is not great. We'd have loved to win it. But again, he's just going to go on to Tyrant. Tyrant's going to go down, but at least we grab a couple bolts in the process. So here, again, we're just trying to collect a couple bolts, keep it close for now. And both teams know that once people get too many bolts, it's going to be hard to deal with. Now, they have a spike on defense, so their defense is really strong. So we kind of want the last bot, to be honest, because otherwise they're going to just be able to get the last one. They're going to be able to defend with spike. It's going to be really hard. So you see right about here, we stop picking up bolts, as well as they're not picking up bolts. Well, second picks up one, but he goes down, which means I ended up grabbing one. So we are now in the lead. So we just decided to win it at this point. So it was really chaotic. I thought I was picking up that bolt just to tie it, but second died with the bolt. So, you know, it got pretty messy. Either way, we ended up winning it, but that's not something we really wanted to do. Now, I got stuck in a really hard spot. I do go down, which is really difficult. And now Tyrant and Zulon are the only ones left. We have to all in here because there's no way for us to really win the last one. So Tyrant is just doing his best to stay alive. Zulon's doing his best to tank. And I almost went in there, guys, but I don't think I could have done any damage either way. So now we have they have 23% left on their save, and things are getting pretty crazy. Now we are all threatening to dive. We don't have great dive potential. We're trying to get BB bubbles. We're trying to get anything we can in their base to, you know, do more damage. We're trying to get the barley onto the safe because that's our main source of damage. Now second comes over. He knows what he's doing, and Tyrant is stuck between a really hard spot. And we already knew that they were winning this bot no matter what, really. So we're just trying to threaten to dive. Zulon is trying to get their bubble, but they are not letting them get anything. And at this point, we're just trying to die early so we can come back. And the bot just does way too much damage, guys. There's no way we defend this, especially once the Barley Super comes in. That secures it for them. So we're going to be down 2-1 in sets. All right, hopping to the fourth set on Dry Season. Now we're going to be going pretty interesting comp. We're going to be going Ruff's Max Tick. And again, Ruff's basically just trying to heal up the Tick, trying to get, you know, the Tick powered up. And they're going to be going Brock Nanny. Now, the Nanny, the Brock was just to destroy all the walls. And you can see that he was pointing there to shoot the wall. And they're just going to be destroying all the walls, making it easier for them to do damage and to hit us from far. But again, we're totally fine with healing up the Tick. And, you know, once we get the power up, it's going to be really nice. So either way, everything we're going to do is just going to be around the max speed, and once we get some sort of damage. So once we get max speed, you can see that we're looking to get some sort of damage, and very nice heads up play by all of us to pinch Chepo there. We all, you know, Chepo got low, so we all started pinching. Now second is stuck kind of over in this corner, but unfortunately we missed a couple too many shots, and he's going to be able to survive there. So, you know, we could have probably killed him if we got a couple more shots, but either way, not too bad. And we are looking pretty good. We have the lead. This map is very slow unless you're running like Poco Double Tank comps. Then there's a ton of kills. But either way, right now, we are totally fine with just pushing them back. Now, second is going to tank that. And he's going to go extremely low. And he's going to get taken out by Tyrant. So now we have a 3-star lead, which is really nice. And Chepo's going to go down as well. So 5-star lead. Looking really solid in this game right now. And we're now powered up, so this is really important. Once we're powered up, there's really no way I should be losing to second here, and he's gonna have to tank that. So either way, I now kind of get trapped in a corner. I was trying to dodge all Chepo's shots, but here I get just, you know, melted by the Tick mines. But I'm totally fine. Tyrant is not going to be able to take that out, so I just use a last hurrah to get rid of it. And second is going to go extremely low, and we can pinch him here, and he's going to have a hard time surviving. He does go down, and Zulon's job is just to play aggressive now, and Tyrant's using his bags, as well as we're just going to tank that. We had one last hurrah, and we are able, with 5 seconds left, they got to get a team wipe, which is going to be really difficult. Zulon gets in one more kill, and with that being said, there's no way for them to come back. So we win the first game of Bounty. All right, hopping into the next game. Now we decided to stay the same comp, and they actually go double thrower, which is probably a little bit better just because, well, they have 2 throwers to our 1. Throwers are very good on this map, but either way, max speed is still really good, and you can still make it work. Now we wanted to grab this blue star, guys, and I did not expect to die that fast. I went down really quickly, so I guess it was a big mistake by us. We lost the lead right away. I grabbed the blue star and just died, so that is not good. Actually, I didn't even grab the blue star. Zulon somehow got it. So either way, so far, not great, but, you know, it's not too bad. Now, we really want to stick onto second here. It is much easier to get a kill onto the Sprout than it is to get a kill on another Tick, so we're totally happy with being on second here. Now, he's going to keep going low. We had to be a little bit careful here. We almost go down, but second is running out of gadgets. He used a couple already. He's at 700 HP, and he's going to use one right here to stay alive. And now I think he has one more, maybe none left. So, you know, he is a target for us to kill. And he's going to switch lanes as well. We will switch lanes very quickly as well once we notice that they switch. And we just want to get those matchups. Tick has a hard time versus the Max. And so it's pretty good so far. Now we are powered up as well. And they have a ton of HP. They got their HP. They started stacking it with the Ruffs. So again, we only need one kill. We're totally fine with going in for last minute. But again, we still, you know, want to push them back. We want to create pressure. We don't want to just let them sit and farm their HP. So we're trying our best to keep them low. And Zuan's got to go down a little bit low. So he has to be careful as well as we are. But they are pushed back. And things are looking a little bit better here. So second is going to be, you know, kind of in our face as well as we're going to try to get his kill on second right here. And with 20 seconds left, we still have a ton of time. We are threatening second in this top right corner. He does block it off, but he is pretty low. He still has 3k HP. Now, the easiest target for us to kill is Chepo in this scenario. Zuan is doing a great job of keeping Chepo tagged. He is down 1 HP. He goes down with a couple seconds left. Tyrant just needs to survive, which he does, and we're gonna get that win in bounty. So 3-2, only 2 kills in the game. One was our mistake at the start, and one was a kill at the end. So, you know, not very exciting game, but we get the win. So let's hop into the last set. All right, guys, hopping into Kaboom. Now, this is the last set. This is for basically all the marbles, guys. This is a huge set for us to win. We really wanted to win this monthly final because it helps us, you know, get a really big lead for World Finals. So either way, we're going to be going Byron, Colette, B. Now, Byron Colette is absolutely insane on this map. And B is just a really good counter. So we're going to be going Byron Colette. We do have the control of mid, but Tyrant is taking a ton of damage. We're doing our best to heal him up as much as we can. And now they are forced back. We kind of survived the initial push, which is really important. And once we have mid control, we're able just to cycle Colette super. So it's really important that we hold the mid control. Our job as Byron is just to keep healing up our teammates. Zulan's job is just to stay alive on that right side. Lock it down. And Tyrant's job is just to charge his super, get some damage onto the safe. And again, we are looking to just, you know, couple tags here and there. And again, we're going to make sure that Tyrant doesn't go down. Our job is to keep Tyrant alive. And especially whenever he supers, he's going to be the target for the enemy. So we have to be healing him when he supers in. And he's getting close to another super. So we're only winning by like 15% at the moment. But again, we have control on this map. It's really hard to take control of this map. But we do get tagged. So we have to be a little bit careful. We start backing up. Tyrant is going to super onto the safe. Now, Crying Man is going to super in. We do heal Tyrant like a ton of HP. And Crying Man's pushing up on us. We get Crying Man down, but Tyrant is almost going to go down. He's dodging even our shots. So he dodged both us and Chepo, but he stays alive, which is super important. And Zuan holds down that right side. So now we have basically a 50% lead, which is huge. Now, again, Tyrant is getting pinched as hard as we can. As hard as he could, and we tried to keep him alive, but unfortunately he does go down. So again, now they have the control with 40 seconds left, which is definitely enough time for them to come back. So we knew we needed to try to get a kill, and we are doing a ton of jobs. Good job here, excuse me, to get in. Now Tyrant is going to get a nice super. It's going to hit Chepo in the back, which is super important. Now Zuan's going to get a nice snipe. With 30 seconds left, we regain the control. That was honestly really chaotic in the moment. I couldn't even commentate over it very well. But either way, with 20 seconds left, it's going to be really difficult for them to come back. And, you know, Zuan just getting a couple more kills, securing the win. 15 seconds left. They're giving up. So we're going to win the first game. Only need one more to win the monthly final. So let's hop into it. All right, hopping into the second game of Kaboom Canyon. Now, we decided to switch things up. We decided to go Ruff's Piper, and Ruff's Piper is actually really good versus Colette Byron. So here, we are going to be just pushing up. We get a nice curveball into Crying Man. Now, Zuan disconnects on this left side, which is so unfortunate because we got control of this right side, and they're able to get a ton of damage on the left. So it's basically an even game because we got a snipe on the right and Zuan went down. So a little bit unfortunate there, but you know, it's not too bad. We are going down in the mid. We get on fire, but we do take out Crying Man before we go down. So a big kill there. Now, for Zuan, I don't think is lagging right now. At least he only lagged for a couple seconds throughout this series. But you know, it kind of cost us a couple times. But either way, you know, it's not too bad. And again, we are pushed up on this right side. Or, well, we were, and now we're getting pushed back. We do hit a couple nice shots, keeping them pretty low. And nice shot by Zuan to take him out there. And now we want to push up again. We want to get some sort of lead. We are powered up, so we do a ton of damage to the safe. And we are the main damage dealer of our team. So either way, things are looking pretty solid. We get a tap onto Chepo there and second, so we're looking to push up as much as possible. Now we jump out of here just so we don't catch on fire, and I think Zulon went down on that left side, so Zulon unfortunately has to come back. We missed our curveball, but again, they do a decent amount of damage, but Zulon does a lot more, so Tyrant's going to come help him pinch while we focus on the safe because we are the main damage dealer. We do so much damage per shot, and Tyrant and Zulon do a great job of defending here. And now a second gets in our face, almost takes us out. It's really important that we stayed alive there because we did not want to lose that power up. But either way, we do have the lead now, 10%. Not a crazy lead, but you know, it is a lead, I guess. And Zulon and me are powered up, so it is a lot more difficult. Now Zulon is going to go over to this left side because Tyrant's going to have a hard time defending that by himself. And Crying Man is going to be on our side here. And we're going to take some damage, so we get pushed back here, and things are not looking that great on this right side, so we do get a couple nice shots, and Tyrant hits some nice shots as well, and again, they're looking to get on this last minute push, which starts to get scary. Zulon lags out again, which is really unfortunate, but he hits a nice shot while he was lagging out, so it was really important. We get 2 kills there, basically locking it down. There's no way for second to push up versus me and Zulon. And we get the kill there. We basically guarantee this win. We jump in just to make sure. All right, so right there, we win the June monthly finals. So that was a huge win for us and a very close series versus IX. Again, GG's to them. You know, they play extremely well. Every single time we face off versus them, they're very close games. So either way, guys, we did get that win, which is super important. And if you guys enjoy videos like this, make sure you guys like, make sure you guys subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.